Hey guys, Epicurean Expedition back again for you. Jackets in the wash. So I got the old apron out today. Food is life, life is good, let's eat some more. So for today, I got a special one for you. I got my special quick, no yeast, make it done in a real quick time bread. Because bread goes with everything. You got somebody coming over, all of a sudden you want to whip up a quick batch of bread? Here we go. Takes maybe half an hour to put together. No waiting for it to rise, no waiting for the yeast to happen. It's all good. It's quick, simple. Let's get down to it. We're going to make some bread that can go with any meal you want. I might have grown up Italian, so bread is a thing. Anyway, let's hop on down. We're going to get started. Okay, super simple ingredients. I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour in this bowl. My other dry ingredients are right here. I have 1/2 teaspoon of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So we're going to pop these right in with our flour. Give that a little bit of a stir. Kind of just work it in together so it's not all sitting on top. Okay, boom. Dry ingredients are done. Get a spatula out for the next part. Spatula, northeast. So to this, we're going to add 3/4 cup of lukewarm water. Lukewarm, about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Centigrade is about 26 degrees. So if you're in a different country, and yeah, you get the point. So we're going to add in our water, and we're going to use our spatula, or spatula. I don't really care how you say it. And we're just going to start combining it together. And I'm just working around the bowl, bringing it all into the center. I'm going to work through it. We just want to basically get the water and the dry ingredients to come together. It might take a few minutes. So I'm going to work on this, and once I get it together, we'll be right back. Okay, we got it together in a big lump. This is a pastry knife. Handy tool. You can find them actually cheap at like the dollar store if you really look. Helps getting it once it starts getting thick. Now, we're going to need this to smooth it out. A little bit of flour on my counter, and we're going to rotate, fold it over, push down. Rotate, fold it over, push down. And we're going to want to do this for a minute or two until it gets nice and smooth. And this is basically where you're creating the gluten. And if you're gluten intolerant, I apologize. I have more for you guys, don't worry. You work your way through it. Rotate, shove the heel of your hand into it. It's going to take a few minutes. I'll warn you that ahead of time. And it doesn't matter which way you rotate, just so you know, as long as you move it so you're not constantly hitting it from the same angle. If you are making some high-end pastries, breads, things like that, yes, they're going to want you to knead it all from the same angle because that gets all your gluten going in the same direction, but that's some advanced level stuff that we're not getting into today. So I'm going to knead this for a few minutes, and I'll be right back. And while you're kneading it, set your oven to 425 Fahrenheit, which is 220 Celsius. I had to think about that. Okay, we're still kneading. If your dough is kind of like not coming together real well, add a little bit of water. When I say a little bit of water, I mean literally water. That's my oven. Fingers in the water on the dough. That's it. That much. Knead it for a bit. And if you need a little bit more, add a little bit more. You don't want to add too much because it's really a pain to try and add dry ingredients to a dough. Like literally you saw, I just dipped my fingers in it. We're already coming together better. Be back in a couple minutes. Okay, my bread dough is all kneaded out. I've got it into a bit of a rectangle here. I did not use a rolling pin, just the hands. We're going to take this, we're going to fold it a third, just like an envelope. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to tuck everything under, just kind of smooth the ends out, tuck them under a little bit. So we've got a nice little loaf here. We're going to take a sharp knife. We're just going to score the top, just like that, just a nice little slit in the top. Give me 1 minute, we'll put it on the pan and put it in the oven. Now I've said it before, I like to use parchment paper to make cleanup easier, so on my cookie tray, on my parchment paper, I put my loaf in the middle. We were at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to pop this in. This is going to go in for 15 minutes at 425, and I'll be right back as soon as that's done. Okay, we're just about done with the first 15 minutes. And she's slow. There we go. Alexa, stop. So now I'm going to drop my temperature down to 350. Bake, 350 start. I'm already there. 10 more minutes and we'll be right back. Okay, that 10 minutes is up. Pot holder. And we have a loaf of bread. Let's see. No. One of these. There it is. Bread knife. Hold on, ready? Okay, so we got a nice crust on there. Now we're going to give this about 15 minutes to cool down. I am going to put it on the wire rack. Now, because we did not put any yeast in here, it didn't rise and all that, it's going to be more of a dense loaf of bread, but it's still going to be good. So we're going to let this cool for a few minutes, and we'll be right back to finish up. Okay, it's been about 15 minutes. My bread is cooler. And again, this is going to be a very dense bread because it didn't rise at all. So let's cut off a piece. There we go. Nice crust. Now, this has not got a ton of air pockets in it because it didn't rise, no yeast, but it's still good bread. So, I need a knife. I'm going to pair this with some of my garlic compound butter I've made. Put a little bit on there because you can never have enough garlic. Anytime a recipe calls for garlic, that's just a guideline. I'm not BSing you. It's good bread. It doesn't have a real major flavor to it because it's just plain bread. It really is. But the garlic butter, it smacks. Let me tell you. I'm going to shut that down for a minute. It is chewy bread. Again, it's dense. But you got somebody coming over all of a sudden, you want to have some bread to go with your meal. You just decided, I made pasta, or I got pasta going. I need bread to go with it. 30 minutes, we're done. Well, I was at 30 to 45 total. It's good. It's bread. What more can I say? It's one of the simplest things you can make. So, that being said, now you know how to make bread to go with that meal you're going to make. Have some family over, have some friends over. If you want to scale that up, make a couple of loaves to pass around, you can do that. We are going to get into making compound butters at some point here in the very near future because why not have some flavored butter? I'm doing a garlic butter right now that is, especially with this bread, goes great with pasta, any meal really. Garlic goes with everything, unless you're a vampire. So that being said, go make yourself some bread. It's fun. You can do it with the kids. Have a good time. Share it. Make some French toast with it. Butter it. Toast it. Whatever you want to do. It's bread. Enjoy it. So remember, hold on. I got to straighten this out so I can back up. Food is life. Life is good. Let's eat some more. Make some good food for yourself, your family, your friends, the friends you haven't met yet. Why? Because I love y'all, and I'll catch you next time. Even just start with one meal a week. You're amazed what you can do with that. Catch you on the next one.